Hi beaters, it's me Mandy with Beat Woven Dreams, here with a video demo on a new kind of clasp panel right here. It's right angle weave. So this is the Shazia bracelet. Started off as a bangle, but from a suggestion from a beater, I've successfully made it into a bracelet. And I got to the end and I didn't know what kind of clasp I wanted, so I came up with this. Excuse me. I love my snaps. Most of you know this. So this is a 10mm snap right here. As you can see, the top part of the snap hides nicely behind this panel. This is made with all right angle weave, size 8 beads, size 11s for the edging, and in the middle we have 4 3mm bicones, and it kind of matches the clusters here. So I'm going to show you how to make it. So what you need for this panel are 16 of your size 8 seed beads, 4 3mm bicones, and 12 size 11 seed beads. You'll need about a yard of thread. I do suggest, actually it is important that each unit as you go is reinforced. You want to make sure you reinforce each unit as you go. I'm going to speed this up. I'm going to double my thread because I don't want the video to be too long. So I'm going to speed and double my thread. Alright. So the first thing to do to get started is to pick up 4 of your size 8 seed beads. 4 size 8s. And we're going to start off with our first unit of right angle weave. Got a short tail here. I would have a longer tail to tie off later, but this is just for demo, so this is fine. Now because this is the first unit, I'm going to go ahead and reinforce even with my double up thread because I don't want this unit to fall apart as I am stitching this. I like to have my tail end on the edge so that way I can tie that off easily. So I'm just going to weave down a little bit, move through the right angle weave unit just a little bit. Here we go. So that way this will be on the edge. I need to make 2 more units of right angle weave going towards the right. So for the second unit of right angle weave, I need to pick up 2 size 8 beads and 1 bicone. Again, this is a 3mm, so I've got 2 size 8 seed beads and 1 bicone. So it looks like this. And then the next unit, it's going to be done with all seed beads. So picking up 3 of my size 8 seed beads, and that will be the third unit. Oh, sorry. I'm used to reinforcing. I got my doubled up thread I have to remember. So I will be reinforcing just to speed this up. Okay. Now I need to make 1 unit right here because it's a patch. It's actually 3 units by 3 units. So 3 units wide by 3 units high, 3 rows by 3 columns. For this unit here, I want to pick up 2 of my size 8s and 1 bicone. Stitch through this bead, making the right angle weave unit. I'm going to weave around so I can exit this bicone on this one. Like so. And so. From here, I want to pick up two, the last two of my bicones, and stitch down through this bicone and left through this bicone here, up through this bicone, so that way I can work on the last unit of this row, and by picking up two size 8s, so at this point I have two rows, row 1 and row 2, and as you can see here I've got my 3mm bicones and they're going to be right in the center of this panel. Next step for me to do is to add 1, 2, 3 units of right angle weave right here, so one more row. I'm gonna flip it over. Sorry about that. But with this panel here at this point there's no front or back, so it's all the same. Excuse me. I am still getting over my flu that I've been battling with for almost a month now, so if you hear me clear my throat or cough, I apologize. It's been a little rough. So this unit here, I'm sorry, this row here, since I've got all my bicones stitched in, I'm just going to be making this with all C beads. All the bicones are there, so we're good with that. And then last two beads for my last unit of right angle weave. You know what, if you choose to double up your thread instead of reinforcing, you can do that. As you can see, I went through this very quickly, so it's up to you. Well, there we go. So that part's done. Now we are going to edge our panel here with 11s. I'm going to stitch to the next 8 here. And from 8 to 8, I'm going to stitch in, excuse me, I will stitch in an 11. And since my thread is doubled up, I don't need to reinforce this part either. If your thread isn't doubled, I do suggest reinforcing this edging. But as you can see, my thread is doubled, so no need for that. Again, just picking up a size 11 between each 8 all the way around. Oh, excuse me. And this is the last side here. So as you can see, we have our panel completed with our bicones in the center. This is how it looks here originally. This is it in silver and ruby. I do like these colors together. One of my favorite color combos. I do want to mention that this is not exactly quite as straight And reason being is because the bicones are a little bit bigger than the 8, so it kind of buckles just a little bit. Just want to point that out in case, you know, that might affect you, that might bother you a little bit. Excuse me again. I don't mind it. I kind of like it, but, you know, just want to point that out in case that bothers you a little bit. It's not exactly, you know, very straight, but I mean, come on, this is bead weaving. I mean, I know we beaders, we don't suffer imperfections, but, you know, sometimes you gotta get a little give. As a perfectionist, I will say that this does not bother me. So this, here we go, is how we would make the panel. In the next video, I will show you how to attach on the snap. I didn't want to make this too long. I wanted to break it up in sections. So this is how you make the panel. Next, we'll work on attaching the snap.